What's going on, everybody? It's it's Diggity D. Welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys enjoyed the playthrough, the first part I should say of the playthrough of Resident Evil 4. Got another video for you guys. This time it's a vlog. Why don't you just go ahead and check out me and some friends going to a Vincon and checking out some old school games, maybe buying some consoles. Why don't you just go ahead and check it out for yourself? Alrighty, you guys, I was too lazy to do some driving cutaway shots, but we're finally here at the ranch with the guys. I don't know if you recognize this guy over here.
Ranch it up.
This guy over here. It's Paul and Zach. We're gonna go ahead and check out some classic vintage video games and probably buy some stuff, honestly, because what's the point of going to a con without buying stuff? So why don't we go ahead and go inside and check it out. Alrighty, guys, let's just go ahead and check out some of what we got here, shall we? So you can see this right here is just me waiting to get my pass in for the day because, you know, when you go to a con, you gotta kind of have to have a pass. So yeah, $10 to get in, really cheap, for stuff I really like. Honestly, I really enjoyed this con. It's probably one of the best cons I've ever been to, just because there's a lot of stuff that I really enjoy there. So yeah, here's just me just kind of waiting to go in line and check out what's going on and see what we're gonna get into here, huh? Of course, one of the first things that we decided to do was go ahead and check out some of the arcade cabinets that they had available at the venue, and they had quite a bit there. They had some classics. You had your Mortal Kombats. You had your I think there was a Pac-Man there. I'm not entirely sure. I can't remember as I'm looking at the footage here. But yeah, we had a ton of classics here to choose from. We had some of the shooting games with the light guns. Those are always a blast, especially if you got two people. And you know, the only thing it was missing was a cold beer, but we did get one later. Yeah, just plenty of stuff to play here, you know, everything you can think of. They even had, as I'm panning over here to the right here, I believe I got a glimpse of some Blitz there, and that's one of the classic arcade games of my childhood. I remember spending lots of quarters playing Blitz at the local arcade I went to. So yeah, this was just a nice nostalgia feel for everybody. Alrighty, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the music. So as you see here, we're just kind of walking along, and this is just your typical convention. You know, you have all kinds of stuff. You have so many different types of vendors there. You have, as you can see here, this guy just makes custom controllers from Xbox to Nintendo Switch, you name it. He had a lot of good stuff. I put my name in a raffle to see if I can win one, so that was pretty cool. And they also had other stuff here too, like if you're just a nerd, they had some Magic the Gathering type stuff. They had pins, they had patches, they had you name it. They had just about everything here. So it's your typical con. But lots of good stuff to show you guys, obviously. Mario related, you name it, we got it here. Such a good time. I really enjoyed seeing this guy's stuff here. This guy had some stuff for your Switch that you could just take apart and put it together, and it's like clear orange, or you could make it look like a SNES. This guy had a lot of cool Nintendo gear. As you can see, that red Nintendo Wii right there may look a little familiar in another video I'm going to be putting together a little later on, so look out for that. Yeah, and this guy had a lot of good stuff. The Vita, GameCube, he had a GameCube controller there for your Switch. He even had a lot of the PSP movies back in the day. Let me know what some of your favorite PSP games are down in the comments down below. And yeah, this guy had just about everything you can think of here. Even loose carts, stuff for Raspberry Pis. Yeah, you name it. This guy had it all. Now let's go ahead and talk about games, shall we? This whole place was just flooded with games. I mean, look at all these Game Boy Advance, Game Boy Color, Game Boy games that I'm looking at right here. There is just anything you can think of and you can name it, they had it there. This was just like a nerd's paradise, and I was just in heaven the whole time. They had a lot of cool stuff. This guy had a lot of cool imports. He actually has a Famicom that you're going to see here in just a little bit. that being the Famicom Disk System, which I never actually seen one up close and personal, so that was cool. That Mario Kart there, Double Dash, I was very, very tempted. I just didn't want to spend $60 right there on a game. But as you can see here, this guy had some cool stuff. A lot of cool carts there. He had some stuff in box still. I really enjoyed his booth. I didn't really buy anything because I didn't really want to spend the amount of money he was looking for some of this stuff. But either way, it was still really cool, and I really appreciated it. And then over here, we have just more consoles, you guys. And you guys will see a little later on that there'll still be plenty of consoles to be played. But yeah, you just got imports, you name it, everything over here. From SNES to whatever you want to get, they had it here. They even have those Resident Evil. I don't necessarily think those are legit copies of Resident Evil. I think they're just basically like fan-made games or something like that. But yeah, lots of cool stuff here. Tons of PS2 classics. Just everything you can think of here, you guys. In here we got a lot of looks like just basically Game Boys without any backs or anything like that. Lots of SNESs or SNES games, NES, just tons of titles. Anything you can think of, they had it here. From old games, you'll see a little bit later on they had some newer stuff, but that's more on the other side of the con. We're right now on like the retro side, if you will, of the con. So yeah, just kind of browsing along here as you guys can kind of see what we got going on here.
Alright guys, got myself a nice $3 mystery bag here of some Halloween horror style movies. Let's see what we got. Quick unveiling here. Alright, what do we got here? We got Shudder, got Amityville Horror, The Exorcist, a classic right there. And I've never seen Wolf Creek, so this will be an interesting one.
I have not seen that one either.
Yeah?
Yes.
So I'll definitely have to watch it, and I'll have to give my opinions about it. Awesome, man. Thank you guys.
Yeah, no problem.
Appreciate it.
Alrighty, you guys. I just gotta go ahead and say it. I want to say thank you to Games Ahoy for throwing this all together. You guys are amazing. Here in a second, you're about to be introduced to the owner of Games Ahoy, and one of the main reasons why Vincon is a thing. Just thank you for bringing it to Northern Colorado, Vintage Gaming. We appreciate you. Go ahead and check out, and the link in the description on where the location of Games Ahoy is, so you can check them out for yourself.
Adam Ray, and this is Vincon. We're at Games Ahoy. We put this show on. I appreciate it if you come by and check us out.
Awesome, man. What's up, you guys? Just ran into another fellow YouTuber here. What's your name, man?
Nefarious West.
Nefarious West, man. What's your name of your channel?
Nefarious West.
All right, man. Go ahead and check him out. I'll put a link down in the description. Go ahead and give him a subscription, man.
Alrighty, you guys. For me, this was just pure nostalgia the whole time. So many great consoles that they had available to play. Things that you've never even probably heard of, and things that you've probably played since you were a kid. Or consoles that you had when you were a kid. Just anything you can think of. Everything on the left there was pretty much newer, but everything else was just classic gaming, from the Dreamcast to the SNES to the regular Nintendo to the Genesis. You name it, they had it over here. All the TVs were old. It just looked really great. It was cool to see some parents out there showing their kids this is what gaming used to be like when we were growing up. And it's a fun experience for everybody. I think if you're in the northern Colorado area and if you get a chance to play and go to Vincon, do it. Over here, this was the first time we'd ever seen the Virtual Boy up close, and we decided, what the hell, why not? We're just going to try it out. And yeah, it wasn't very good. I remember as soon as I pulled my eyes out of the eye set, it just took a minute for my eyes to adjust, and everything was just really bright. It sucked. You hear Zach trying it out as well. We all tried it. And yeah, it just started glitching out at one point. The left side of the screen, I guess, was just blinking out. And then eventually Paul's going to get on here. And yeah, Paul, I think you broke it there, buddy. Sorry to blame you there, bud, but I think that one's your fault. Nah, just playing, buddy. But yeah, for some reason, once Paul started playing it, it just kind of stopped working. And yeah, you can see here, he's just like, what the hell, man? Wait, just give it a second. Wait, oh, what's going on there? What's happening? Next up was just an absolute treat for me. Got to play the Laser Active Laserdisc video game console. This thing right here is an expensive piece of equipment. I believe it's going for I think about $1,000 now. Yeah, it's one of those consoles that not a whole lot of people have, so it'd be amazing to have one. If anybody has one that's watching this, please let me know in the comments.
Well, you guys, it was an exciting day of picking up video games, consoles, you name it. We picked it up. How do you guys feel? How you guys feeling?
Fucking
Yeah. Wait, man, we got a pickups video coming up right after this too, so stay tuned for that. Why don't you just go ahead and hit that subscribe button while you're at it, and if you like this video, why don't you go ahead and like it while you're at it. It's been this lovely bearded face, Diggity D. Have a fantastic day and a fantastic tomorrow.